guys.
Hey! So the first thing I'm going to do is put on chapstick. That's always what we do first. Almost forgot. And then after chapstick, I'm going to prime my face with the Smashbox primer water. And I'm going to go in with the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless 12-Hour Perfecting Primer. A lot of people say that this is just expensive water, but it has like, it's charged with the electrolytes and stuff like that, so that it hydrates your skin and makes your makeup sit better. Like, it's photo tested, so I believe in it. It helps my makeup, I know that. And then I'm going in with the Photo Finish Smashbox Foundation Primer. Primer just really helps make your makeup last longer. It's a really important step.
It grabs onto your skin and then it grabs onto the makeup.
Yeah.
So then it's like really on there. So the next thing that I'm going to do is go in with the Marcelle BB Cream Golden Glow Skin Enhancer. So with these types of products, I guess I don't have to get that close. With these types of products, like putting this under your foundation or mixing it in with your foundation will just give your skin a healthy glow. So that's what I'm going to go for. And I'm just going to use a little bit since I do have such fair skin.
And I'm going to go in with the Revlon Photo Ready BB Cream in Pale. And I'm going to mix this with the Matte and Poreless Fit Me Foundation by Maybelline in 125. This is just a little too dark. And this is way too light right now. Like, this is what I used to use in the fall and winter. But I mix these two together because it makes my perfect shade. And the BB cream shears out the foundation a little bit so that I can still let my freckles shine through.
So now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline New York Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. This foundation is very liquidy, so it's really good for when your skin has freckles, because then it doesn't get so thick that you can't see your skin underneath. Oh crap, that just dropped.
A lot of when people search on YouTube for foundation videos, they want to know like what foundations work better for pictures and senior pictures and stuff like that. And
this one is SPF 20, so this would not be a good foundation to wear.
And why it's not, I mean, it would probably be okay since it's a lot less, but SPF causes a white flashback in pictures. So if you're wanting to take pictures and you're wanting good selfie lighting, or you're going to somewhere where you're going to take pictures and stuff and you want to look really good, try and avoid the SPF because it does cause a white flashback in pictures.
So, and don't forget to always bring your foundation down, blend it on your neck. You don't necessarily need to actually apply foundation to your neck, just make sure to blend.
Yeah.
Bring it down. Whatever's on your beauty blender or brush, whatever you're using.
And if you have oily skin, a lot of people think, well, my skin has too much moisture, so they don't want to add moisturizer. They don't want to use primers and stuff like that because they're like, my skin is too hydrated. Like, it's oily, so I don't need any moisturizer in the morning. I don't need any night creams, which that's the exact opposite. A lot of the times, if your skin is oily, you're not moisturizing enough because your skin is putting more oil on your face because it's like, well, I'm dry, I'm going to put more oil on my face. So if you're oily, what I've seen people do is I've seen people prime their face, like put the Smashbox water on, and then after they do their foundation, every once in a while they'll do a spritz of the Smashbox Photo Finish primer water, the e.l.f. Set Mist and Spray, the Urban Decay. That just helps a lot with your skin's dryness. So you always want to make sure you use moisturizer.
Moisturizer is your friend.
Yes, it is. Even with really oily skin.
Now I'm going to go in with the Super CC by Physicians Formula. It's in the shade Light Medium, and this also has an SPF of 30. So this probably wouldn't be the best for pictures. but I just really like the way that it corrects underneath the eye.
And I'm going to go in first with the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Blemish Concealer and just conceal and use it.
Go in with the Too Faced Natural Radiance Face Palette, and I'm going to just take a concealer brush and go into the Brighten down here in the corner, and I'm just going to put that on my lids and blend that in.
And now I'm going in with the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer for my under eye. I got this in a really pale shade to brighten up my eyes. So I'm just going to blend that in. With concealer, you don't want, a lot of people dab it like with dots. You don't want to do that. You want to make almost like, I didn't do a very good job of, but you want to drag it and almost make like a triangle shape like this, because and it almost bring it back to your temple, because that really brightens your under eye area.
But with freckles, sometimes if you have a really full coverage concealer, it will make it look weird through there.
Because it's like you have a triangle of no.
So you can't go
freckles
in with a full coverage foundation or concealer and do that. Like the Fit Me ones, they're pretty full coverage, so you can't go in and do that. Now I'm going to go into the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, and I just have a little one, so I'm just going to use that to set my under eye and my eyelids.
And I'm going into the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in translucent, and I'm just going to use an e.l.f. blush brush to set my under eye. This just helps it not crease and not slide around. I have really bad eye creases, so it helps a little bit, but it doesn't 100% block it out. Just make sure you set that really nice.
And so I'm going to go into the Too Faced the Natural Face Palette, and I'm going to use the cream blush and stuff in this, so when I set my under eyes, I can't bring that down onto the cheek area, because then if I did that and then put cream product over it, it would make it look really cakey.
And while she's doing that, I'm going into the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in 001 Transparent, and I'm just, and I'm going to set my face with that with the e.l.f. complexion brush. This just helps set your foundation down and it won't slide around during the day.
So another trick that helps you pinpoint where you want your blushes is to smile, put the dot on your cheek, and then just blend it mostly there, and then just bring it up.
I've heard a lot of people say about the Stay Matte powder in the translucent, you have to be kind of careful with it, because it can also, I heard Kathleen say that it can also cause a flashback in pictures. So if you feel like you just want to buff it out a little bit, you just take your brush, buff it out a little bit, so you won't have that white cast on your face.
I also went ahead and used the Luminize out of this palette. It's a nice peachy highlighter, and now I'm going to go and set all of the cream products that I have on my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte Transparent Long Lasting Pressed Powder in 001 Transparent. And I'm just going to lightly dust this over my face, because you need to go in with a transparent powder when you put cream products on your face, because you don't want to cover that up. So just go lightly in with just a light coat with that.
I'm going in with the Cocoa Contour Kit by Too Faced, and I'm going to use the medium cocoa.
So I forgot to conceal my acne, so I'm going to go in, can I use I have concealer in this. So I'm going to go back into the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. I'm glad I did just a
Natural Matte.
Oh, I keep saying that because I always have to use that. Natural Face Palette, and I'm going to go into the conceal part. And I just have a little some blemishes that I'm going to conceal. So I'm glad I didn't go through and do a bunch of...
Yeah. So what I'm doing with the contour is, it chisels out your face a little bit more. It's creating a shadow on your face. So like me, I have really round cheeks. I usually don't have that shadow right here because I don't have a big prominent cheekbone to cast that shadow. But doing the contour just adds a little bit of like makes my face just a little bit slimmer. I use this blending brush. It's really kind of fluffy, but like
from
long.
Elf.
Yeah, it's from Elf, and it just fits perfectly in there. And it's perfect for beginners. So if you're wanting a beginner contour brush, use this one instead of getting like one of those really intense chiseled ones.
It's like this big.
Yeah, but this makes it just really easy to buff out and just add some warmth and dimension into my face. So that's why I contour. And then I'm going to bronze up my skin as well, just to add a little bit of warmth, because it's still summertime here while we're recording this. So,
and I'm going to go into the Natural Face palette from Too Faced and bronze up my skin. I really like this bronze color because it's perfect for light skinned girls. I mean, I'm pretty pale, so I don't want to go into like a dark chocolate bronzer.
In the wintertime, I will just probably contour a little bit and that'll be it. But right now it's still summertime, so. You want to make sure to put your bronzer and your contour down on your temples because you don't want like 2 huge white patches on the side of your head. And also on your chin a little bit, just like dust a little bit on there because you don't want your chin to be like, hello, super white and prominent. So.
Basically kind of bronze a little bit everywhere because, I mean, when you're out in the sun, your whole face gets suntan, not just the edge of your face. I mean, the edge of your face more prominently gets suntan, but I mean, your nose gets a little bit more brown. You just have to even it out. You can't just do one place and not the other.
So then I'm blending that out, and after I blend that out, done with that brush. And then if I'm feeling a little frisky and I want my contour to be a little bit sharper, I'll go into this light cocoa color, and I'll use the brush that came with it and just carve out my cheek a little bit more. That just blocks any like of the medium brown color that got down further. But I just go in.
Now I'm going to take the blush out of this palette, and I'm going to take just a stippling brush since we already have a little bit of blush on our cheeks. I'm just going to stipple that over that just to make my cheeks a little bit more. So now I'm going to go into the Urban Decay Naked palette. This may seem a little weird since we're not doing eyes in this video, but I'm going to go into Sin. I'm just going to take that on my finger and just dab it for highlight.
It's very pretty. And I'm going in with my Tarte blush in Blushing Bride and just putting this on my cheeks. Blush really helps just give you a little bit of color on your skin.
This may seem weird to use this color as a highlight, but I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty awesome.
It's very pretty.
You just put it on with your finger that you had the product on, then take a clean finger and just blend it in.
Then the last thing I'm going to do to finish my face is use the Mary Luminizer. If you don't have it, go get it.
I don't have it.
But it's a really good highlight.
I need to get a brush like that.
I'm putting this on my cheekbones with a small tapered brush. This tapered brush is nice because it's like tapered, so I can just dip it in there and use that edge to like go in perfectly, and it perfectly fits like on my large cheekbone. Sorry if you hear that. Mia's playing with her new toy that Rachel got her. We hope you guys enjoyed our foundation, how to get a flawless face. If you stay tuned, we'll be putting an eye look up later, so just keep an eye out for that. But we will see you in our next video. Please like and subscribe. Bye!